Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wedgemount Resources channel. We're sitting here once again with Mark, and we have an exciting announcement to dive into with you guys. But first off, Mark, how are you doing? How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Thanks, Michael. I was lucky enough to be up visiting our Friendly Lake property, which we're going to talk about today. So everything's going well here, end of summer, and looking forward to our fall exploration season.
Perfect. Yeah, and riding that perfectly into it, we're here to talk about Friendly Lake. You guys announced your 2021 field exploration program there. So tell us what's going on there, exactly where it's at, and what the next steps are.
Yeah, the exploration program, which kicked off about 10 days ago. Again, this project is located in South Central British Columbia. So we have a much longer exploration season. And another key thing for this asset is that it's just off a main highway. So access to people, services, etc., is very good. And the costs, hence, are quite low here. So the team's been on the ground there, as I said, for about 10 days. This is our first ever exploration program since acquiring the property last spring. So the focus of it was to investigate further historic areas of copper, gold, and silver mineralization. So that's basically boots on the ground, looking at old areas of outcrop, and also not only trying to understand better what those historic zones were, but to see if we could expand in those areas. And I can tell you, after being there with boots on the ground myself, is that we were really excited because two of the core zones there, the bog zone and RO zone, which again, we're targeting copper gold mineralization there, porphyry style mineralization. Both of those zones, through new road cuts that were built for logging, we've got a whole bunch of new exposure, i.e. outcrop, that we were able to sample. And those samples returned a lot of chalcopyrite, bornite, etc., which obviously consist of or contain the copper mineralization. So the historic areas, we like what we saw, and a whole bunch of new exposure to expand on those historic areas we also found. So that was pretty exciting. The team is just finishing up that phase one program right now. The sort of second part of phase one will be a LiDAR geophysical study to better understand, to better see the areas of outcrop, the areas of historic trenches, so that we can target within this heavily forested area, areas where we can focus exploration. And I can't emphasize that enough. This area is heavily forested, and in order to find new areas of outcrop for sampling, we need better imaging of the surface, and that's what the LiDAR study, which is going to kick off next week, is going to do for us. So excited what we've seen so far in the historic areas. We've expanded on those historic areas. The system looks much bigger and more robust than we initially knew from the time we acquired it. And with the geophysical survey, hopefully we can open up even more areas that are prospective for copper and gold.
Perfect. Yeah, it sounds like you guys have had some promising outcrops already. And like you said, there's plenty more coming down the pipeline on what you guys are going to do with this property. And everyone will keep you updated along that every step of the way. And if you guys have any questions about any of this, by all means, let us know and we'll dive into it for you. But Mark, anything else you want to add before we go today?
Yeah, I would just say we're going to continue operating here until the snow flies, because the property's at 5,000 feet. We may get another 2 weeks or we may get another month, but we're going to push very aggressively on Friendly. It's shaping up to be likely the flagship of the company too at this point in time, based on what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. So we're really excited about it. Over the winter, we're going to be permitting for drilling in 2022. So there should be constant news flow on this project through the balance of the year, and then we'll be out in the ground early in the spring as well to continue the exploration on Friendly. So again, bang for buck, low cost exploration, easy access. There are key players in the area. Don't forget, we've got the Mount Poly mine just to the north of us. We've got the New Afton mine about 100 kilometers to the south of us. So if we are successful in delineating a significant copper gold resource here, there are definitely big boys who would be interested in the project.
Wonderful. Well, Mark, thank you for coming on and giving us the updates and summarizing it up really nice there at the end. Again, if anyone has any questions at all, let us know and we'll dive into them. But for now, stay tuned. We'll get you some more updates from this project and other ones as soon as it comes along the wire. Mark, have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks, Michael.